And we're back in the mechanical room. So we got a heat pump right here. They're saying that they were running in electric heat mode or emergency heat mode, and it wasn't blowing warm air. So we're gonna check that out. This happened on a super cold day, so I think the heat pump locked out and electric strips aren't working for some reason. So let's open this up and see what's going on. So here we go. Gonna check the filter first. It's looking dirty already. She is pretty dirty, so I think I have one on the truck, so I'll go ahead and get that changed out. We're gonna just make sure the coil's not plugged up. So I'm just doing a visual inspection just to make sure there's like no obvious stuff like melted wires and that type of thing. Everything seems to be good. Let's see. Any broken wires, everything seems to be good. Gonna go ahead and just make sure there's no shorts to ground. Nothing, 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 okay. Make sure none of these high limits are tripped. Nope, that's good. All right, cool. So, I would say that we are probably okay. However, this contactor is totally toasted. So perhaps there's an issue with that. Let's check the coil on that. Okay, so I'm getting about 11.3. It's a little low, but it might be okay. Let's go ahead and power this up and see what she does. All right, so I'm calling for fan and heat. Contactor has closed. I have no amps. Let's go ahead and check voltage here. I have voltage. Got voltage there. Okay, so we got amps on this circuit. I got nothing on the blue circuits. Looks like we lost one of the... Yeah, I got nothing on the blue. Okay, let's take a look inside. So I think somebody wired this wrong. So we have one wire coming out of terminal 2, I think it is. No, that's T1. So this is T1, this is T2, right? Yeah, so line 1, line 2. So we have one that goes into heater A, so that's correct. And then we have another one that goes into heater B, which it's actually going into heater C. So I think this might be I think these two got switched somehow. So I'm gonna swap this blue one and put this black one to where the blue one is and the blue one where the black one is. And I think that should get our heat going. And then we need to check our blues to make sure that those are in the right spots. Okay, so I swapped the wires around. So just to show you here, so we have terminal 1, which is our black wires. We have one that leads to heater A. So that's this one here. And then we have the other black wire, which leads to heater B. That's the one I just swapped, so it goes here. And then the blue wire, we have one wire going into that limit, okay, which is this one right here. Then that black wire into heater B. So from here, going into heater B, which is back there. All right, and then we have this other one going directly into heater C, which is this one here. So these two I've swapped. So this one was here and that one was there. And so I swapped those two. So I'm thinking that should get it to work. All right, so if it's gonna explode, we're gonna catch it on video. Here we got amps. Got amps. I'm gonna replace that contactor because it's burnt up, and then we're gonna put this all back together. Yeah, that was crazy. So somebody wired this thing backwards. So what was happening is you had these two circuits were basically both on line 1, and so you know if you have both sides on line 1, it's not gonna be able to do anything. And then this first circuit was working sort of, but it just wasn't enough to actually heat the space. So look at how burnt up that guy is. It's terrible. All right, so we got the contactor installed. I'm gonna go ahead and cycle it and make sure everything's good. new contactor's bad. I got 24 volts to the coil and it's not closing. Oh my goodness gracious. Yep, open line. Are you kidding me? Let's go get another contactor. Yeah, OL. Look at that. Brand new contactor. Alright, so we got another one. Ohm this one out first before I install it. Alright, 11 ohms. Okay, so now that we actually have a working contactor, hopefully this one's contacts still work, right? Who would have thought you'd find a unit that's wired wrong, then brand new contactor out of the box like that. Talk about bad luck. Okay, so we're calling for stuff, so let's go ahead and cycle power, and then hopefully everything else works. And then I want to make sure that these lugs are tight, because they actually hold the spade connector part in place. So if these are loose, then you don't have good contact. All right, so we have some temperature coming out. 22 amps, 18, 22. So we have electric heat again. And we're getting about 98-degree discharge. Awesome. All right, so it looks like I forgot to do my closer on the video, so sorry about that. But basically, it was wired backwards, basically. They had swapped two of the circuits. So I believe it was the blue wire was to the black section and the black to the blue. And what that initially did was it basically put those two heater strips, line 1 to line 1 and then line 2 to line 2. So, you know, the circuit wasn't complete. Current couldn't pass through to actually energize those electric strips. So got to pay attention. The kind of the giveaway is, I don't know if you noticed in the video, but there was like you know, marker writing red and blue, and then there was arrows and stuff. So that was kind of like the thing that kind of was like, maybe I should check the schematic. And thankfully I did, because it was wired wrong. And then talk about crazy, a bad contactor right out of the box. Crazy. But anyway, so hopefully this helps you out if you come across this situation. So thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, comment, tell me what a horrible technician I am. Hit that bell notification, and follow me on Instagram, Facebook. If you want to support the channels, pick up some work socks from Camel City Mill. The QR code's right there. And if you want to get some of my tools, you can visit my tool store, or you can click on the tool links on the screen. So we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.